welcome to Tuesday. I am always excited to be here and hanging out with you guys. And thank you so much for hanging out with me. We are going to have some fun. We're going to talk about my week, see how well we all did. I want to hear about your week as well. Couple of topics to talk about tonight, and hopefully everybody had a good week and weekend. My weekend, man, here it was raining like cats and dogs. The weather was absolutely like crazy. I think the weather people, and you would think that they were exaggerating, but they really weren't. We got a month's worth of rain in 2 days. That's how crazy the weather was here. Friday for me was absolutely fantastic. In between the raindrops and the downpours, but I had a really good Friday. I had over a $300 day on Friday. And then Saturday, I was in and out all day in between the downpours. When it downpoured, I came home. When it was like okay enough to go outside, I went and worked. I felt like a lot of my weekend. Sunday, it finally like died down, and then like at nighttime, like it exploded. And it's funny because right before it went out for my dinner rush, I went to Walmart with my family, and it was we barely got to Walmart, and like the heavens opened up and it was crazy. Like my husband was so kind enough to me. He dropped me and my daughter off at the door so I didn't get too wet. My husband got soaked. So sorry, hubby. But and then we were on our way home, and I'm thinking about dinner, and I didn't feel like cooking, so I didn't plan dinner. So I'm like, I guess McDonald's it is, or in the drive-through McDonald's. And like I was just got to speaker, and they're like, welcome to McDonald's. Are you using your mobile out today? And all of a sudden, a big, huge crack of thunder, lightning, and I screamed in the speaker, so I felt bad. Sorry, McDonald's people, if you were listening to this and I yelled into the speaker. So that was a fun experience. So anyway, weather was just absolutely ridiculously crazy. Hey Josh, oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Yes, we're gonna get into Top Dasher tonight as well. I'm just talking about my weekend before we kind of get the ball rolling and people kind of get in here. So hi to everyone who is here so far. So, hey, Robin, how are you? Thomas, what's going on? And Josh, it is always good to have everybody here. So that was like my crazy weather weekend, never long like working, but like me personally wise, like I had a crazy YouTube week. So I felt like my hours were really limited last week. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, I only worked until like 2:30 in the afternoon, enough for me to come home, eat lunch real quick, and then get my daughter off the bus. Monday, I videoed with Steve, the rideshare oh my god, Steve rideshare rodeo. Wow, I couldn't get that out for half a second. And we did the para presents roundtable, so that was fun. Tuesday, I was here with you guys. Wednesday was money hungry over with the rideshare guy, and then Thursday I was at the a rodeo roundtable for Thursdays, and then I was back out and working the weekend. So it was a lot of in and out and kind of in between. So it's a pretty crazy week. So let me know, how was your week? Was it just as crazy as mine? How was the weather by you? Because and it was crazy. Oh, thank you, Thomas. So hopefully you guys have been noticing I've been trying some new things out on the channel. Hopefully you're finding them entertaining. That was kind of my whole plan. I went into this year with a whole different mindset with YouTube. I wanted it to be informational. I wanted it to get my point across quickly, and also make it fun and entertaining as well. So I started kind of switching my channel over a little bit this past year. Well, actually, a lot this past year, to more informational based stuff. That what I see out on the road is kind of what you get. And anything I see, anything new, any updates, like I'm trying to get you guys the most up-to-date information as it's happening, since I'm still out there working 6 days a week, and then on my seventh day I'm here with you guys at nighttime. So I'm slowly changing. And then I started doing some fun shorts. I think it was last week, maybe it was like a week and a half ago, to really, there's always so much sometimes negativity around what we do and the genre we're in. So I'm like, you know what, let's have some fun. You know what, let's make some people laugh a little bit. And that was the whole entire concept. So you guys will be seeing more of that coming through. But yes, because of things that I have put in my place, also, I rebranded a lot of my channel as well. So new pictures, new banners, a whole bunch of new stuff coming to my channel. So that was my goal into this year. I am putting so much effort into the growth and into views and all that fun stuff. So all the analytical stuff that a lot of people don't know that goes on behind the scenes. But thank you, Thomas. Hopefully that semi answers your question. Hey, Tony, how are you? If you guys don't know, so Tony and the GrubHub Mom both have their own channels, and they also now have a channel called the Driven Family, right? Is that right, Tony? And Tony and Lisa are expecting another kid. I'm so excited for you guys. So if you guys haven't checked them out, go check out their fantastic channels and like their family life, because that's absolutely fantastic. So congratulations again, Tony, because I don't know whether I've actually said it personally to you, and to you and Lisa. So anyway, it's the Driven Family. Thank you. I couldn't think of it off the top of my head. So thank you. So anyway, so going back to my week. So it was a really crazy week, but a lot of it was centered around like our last week. What do we all go through the last week of the month, especially if you're going out for Top Dasher. So if you are a Top Dasher, congratulations. I know the hard work and the dedication. Kimberly, congratulations on being a Top Dasher. So hopefully everybody who actually tried and got and achieved it got this notification this week. So congratulations to everybody. I know it's a rough week, but like I said in my past videos, hey Anthony, how are you? I've learned so much these past 2 months, and one of the many things that I've learned, and this might not work in every market, I just share the knowledge of what works for me in my market, and hoping that it might help somebody else out as well. And I've learned that I've never fallen these past 2 months below a 70% acceptance rate. And the reason why is, the last time I did that climb, and I think my area, the last time I did it, it was going through that changeover to Diamond Zone. But oh my God, it was painful. Like I'm not gonna say you're like, it was hard. Like I felt like they were purposely sending. Hey Rhonda, how are you? Hey Lee, what's going on, guys? Welcome. I felt like they were purposely sending anybody they knew was doing the Top Dasher climb. I swear they knew it. They saw the climb coming a mile away and said, I'm gonna throw every crap order I can think of at these people trying to become a Top Dasher and really make it a true hell week. And you're going to have to let me know if you guys are still finding the same thing, because this was like 2 months ago. And after that, I said, that is just way too much work and stress, and it's mentally frustrating. I don't know about you guys, like I find it very mentally frustrating because in your mind you're like, I shouldn't be taking this order, I shouldn't be taking this order. We're like, no, I have to take this order to become a top dasher. And it becomes a struggle mentally with you as a dasher and what you've always believed in versus what you're actually trying to achieve. At least that's what I found. So anyway, I said that I would never go through that climb ever again. So I promised myself that I would never fall below 70%. And again, lots of questions regarding this, like how can you maintain 70%? How can you always have a high AR? Your area must be that good. So I've learned, and I think I've said this before, so I apologize if I'm like repeating myself just because I'm just trying to really share my knowledge with you guys. I learned that hot zones are my best friend. If you can find that sweet spot in your own area, and it has to be restaurant based and it has to be a busy area, you're going to get the better orders. Is every order going to be the most fantastic order? No. But I've always, since I've started gig work, I've always had the minimum of $1 per mile. So that has not been anything new to me. I've always had that. Do I want more? Absolutely. Do I want too much? $2, $3, $5 per mile? Oh God, that would be fantastic. But I save my declines for like the real, like you guys know what the real crap of the crap is. You know, today I got a $4.75 order going 10.8 miles. I declined that. So, you know, you really, that's what I did. I really saved my declines for like the really bad orders that there's no way in any God's creation that I would actually be doing that order. Thomas, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Congratulations on holding that over 70% AR, Kim. Thank you. I really appreciate it. So anyway, I've learned that. So I've learned to maintain it. I've learned when to use my declines. Another thing I've learned, the power of turning DoorDash off and not getting too greedy. That's what I've learned. If you are a single apper, I've always encouraged everybody, always have more than one app. I know there are many people who just do DoorDash, but being a multi-apper has really helped me through all of this Diamond Zone, all of this Top Dasher stuff. Whenever DoorDash sent me more than 2 bad orders in a row, I just turned it off. I'm like, no more DoorDash, I'm moving on. And then I turned on Uber Eats, I turned on GrubHub. Yes, Josh, I even turned on Instacart. I said it. No, I'm just kidding. I even turned on Instacart. So, you know, it's a strategy that I've had for the past 2 months. It's been working. You know, just to right before I came here tonight, I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna show you guys what my current status is, so you know where I'm at. So this is as of right now, guys. Let me make it a little bigger. There you go. So customer rating 4.93, acceptance 86%, completion rate 99%, and on time 94, and then 87. Oh, I'm really close to 8,800 deliveries. I didn't realize I was that close. Hey, I'm almost there. Next thing you know, I'll be close to like 9,000. God, I can't believe I'm like, where did 9,000 deliveries actually come from? That's the only thing I keep saying to myself. I don't know. So I just wanted to share with you guys. I know a lot of you guys ask where I stand, what my stats are, and I'm always forthcoming with you guys on where I stand currently right now. So Josh, you give me crap all the time about Instacart, and you don't even turn on Instacart. Are you kidding me? Really? I'm just saying. You know, and Tony, this is a really good question. So have you tried to do the same on GrubHub? I've been trying to get my AR up in GrubHub, but they just give me negative miles to money. So I I had this brainiac idea in January when it was like super slow. I'm like, let me see whether I can grab as many block schedules as I possibly can on GrubHub and raise my acceptance rate on GrubHub, because I felt like that's the only way you can raise an acceptance rate is if you actually do a block. And Anthony, if you're still here, you're like probably more of an expert on GrubHub than I am. But I could not get onto blocks. Like the blocks that I could get on, like they were like late night blocks, um, like really early, like Saturday morning, like 6 a.m. Saturday morning, 6 a.m. Sunday morning. And like there was one I actually did at 6 a.m. just to get on a block to get more of my acceptance rate up. After like my first week, I'm like, this just isn't working. And I gave up. And then I tried in between the blocks, every order that came into a GrubHub. I'm like, okay, I'm going to take it. If I can. And this was before Diamond came to DoorDash. So it was a little bit more easier. I'm like, okay, I can cherry pick through DoorDash and Uber Eats. I just want to cherry pick through GrubHub. And the orders through GrubHub aren't plentiful anyway. So I'm like, okay, I can do this. And yes, I agree with you. The money to mile ratio, it is really hard to raise it to get above whatever. And there are programs. Let's talk about their programs for a half a second though. They are like crazy high acceptance rate in order to get the premier status. 95%. To me, that's crazy. But I know Ceci does it and she loves it and she's successful with it. So, all my premier drivers out there in GrubHub. I know Eric, he's not usually in here on Tuesday, but he's one of my subscribers too. You see him in the comments. He's a big GrubHub person and he's around my area. And he says GrubHub is fantastic around me and I haven't seen it yet. So maybe there is something to raising, the acceptance rate. I don't know. Let me know if you're onto something, Tony, and whether it's working out for you. I don't know. Yes, but soda, it is the one and only feature that is now. But you know what? I need it in my area, and I know a lot of places need it. Like my map is this is the reason why, and the only reason why I am a top dasher. My area is always gray. So I went from go back like 2 years ago, like 2020 to now, like my area was always pink to always very busy. I saw peak pays every weekend. I could get on. I didn't have to schedule. And then whatever happened, whether there's more dashers in my area, whether DoorDash changed or scheduling, my map is always gray. And I scheduled, and then it got hard to even schedule. And I'm like, you know what? It's to me, it wasn't worth it. Like to me, Top Dasher, as painful as it was, outweighed the whole scheduling fiasco for an entire month. So even though that's like the only feature right now, for me, it's a pretty big feature. And I feel like I preach this, but like if you're on the LOP program, your Top Dasher pizza bag program, I don't do really alcohol, but I am signed up for the alcohol program. If you can like get involved in like all these programs DoorDash has, it becomes a little bit more sustainable for bigger payouts. Oh, I don't think I've ever seen a triple stack on Shipt. Is that new? I see, Christopher, I haven't logged on to Shipt in a couple weeks. So is that something that's new? I'm just curious. So Rhonda, I don't have earn by time yet in my market. So I don't know whether it's coming, because I feel like my area was the very last area to get onto the diamond program. So I'm hoping it's coming and I'll be more than happy to try it out for you. I know a couple of you guys were saying when I did the Top Dasher video this week that you actually utilize earn by time to become Top Dasher, because you still earn whatever rate your area is and you're still making good money on the climb to becoming a top dasher. So, but I don't know much about it. So you guys probably know more about it than I did. So, I am jealous. All of you people who are on delivered that. None of these are available in my area, unfortunately. So I'm a little jealous. I have to say, I'm a little jealous because I see all of your payouts and uh, I'm just jealous. I wish I had it. The funny thing is, I actually have delivered that. I'm signed up for it. I thought, and silly me, but I thought I would be able to sign up for DeliverThat, and I would be able to see kind of orders surrounding my area. So even if there was an order north of me, I'm like, okay, if the payout's well, good. I can actually travel up by Thomas and see whether I can get some of these catering orders done. And that's not the case. Every time I turn on DeliverThat, the only thing that's available is in New York City, Brooklyn, Bronx. Did I say Brooklyn? I think I said Brooklyn already. Staten Island. I'm sorry, I'm not paying $14 to $20 to travel over a bridge to go into New York to travel back to New Jersey. To me, that's just absolutely crazy. So I have DeliverThat. I just have never done one as of yet. So anyway, now that I just went on a completely different tangent altogether, yeah, John is like rocking it in like Sparkland lately. He seems to be having AR luck on Spark with the AR climb. I'll be honest, I haven't done Spark in a couple of weeks. I was just telling my husband today that I want to start doing even one to maybe even two orders like a week just to get back into Spark. My problem with Spark is it's 10 miles away from my house. So if I Spark, like, it's not just like I can do one order and done and like travel back. Like that's like 20 miles that I'm wasting to Walmart and back. Like it has to be like really worth my time for Spark unless like I make like a full day of Spark. I don't know. I haven't figured out how to really work Spark back into my mix. So I don't know. I mean, he's on to something because all of his videos are fantastic. So if you haven't like checked out and you're a Spark person or want to learn more about Spark, you can check out John from Dash Theory TV. He is absolutely knowledgeable, and he took one for the team and raised his acceptance rate on Spark, which I think is pretty impressive. So yeah, but Soda, Para is doing easy catering. I have not. They always come up as alerts. I have not ventured into Para with easy catering just because I haven't had a lot of success with DoorDash and easy catering. So it's easy catering just leaves me a bad taste in my mouth a lot of the times with a lot of DoorDash catering. So that's probably why I haven't tried Para Easy Catering yet. Hey, Zach, what's going on? Zach just had a live, so hopefully you guys were over in Zach's live, and hopefully you had a really good live, Zach, and you gave some giveaways, I think, away today. So, yeah, I've also wondered with the whole climb thing if Uber Eats, and I know there's a couple of Uber Eats people in here as well. Has anybody done the Uber Eats climb and has had success with a higher AR? That's another thing I've always wondered too. Does that really make a difference? I had a driver in my own area that actually I met this past week, and he watches and he introduced himself, and it's always so exciting to meet people as you're working. And he's an Uber Eats and GrubHub driver, and just like everyone else, he, we're all people are struggling right now. And I was trying to think of advice to give him, and I haven't tried it out, so I didn't want to give him this advice yet. So if you guys know this, the higher your acceptance rate, the better orders you get on either GrubHub. I know GrubHub is famous for that, so I know GrubHub. I just haven't tried it out myself, but whether it's Uber Eats as well, I don't know. So I don't know. So let me know if you've ever done the Uber Eats Live. Kim, on DeliverThat, you have to have in between 2 to 4 and just accept as fast as you can. If you don't like the other, you just unassign. You'll be surprised. You'll probably find something closer. Okay, well, maybe I'll give it a go, but I'm just like, I'm not going through tunnels and bridges to go to New York City to go do some DeliverThat. Like, that's absolutely crazy to me. I don't know. Just saying. Yeah, no, Para is fantastic. And if you guys haven't seen, if you guys haven't signed up for it, first of all, there is a link in my description for Para to sign up for Para. If you are an Uber Eats driver, Uber driver, GrubHub driver, they now have an auto decline feature, which is absolutely fantastic. So if you guys haven't checked out Para lately, they have so many new features that if you have been away from Para and haven't been back, go check them out. Or if you haven't signed up for them, go check out my link in the description, because the auto decline feature, super helpful. It's fantastic not having to deal with like the crap of of Uber Eats as well. So just FYI. Yeah. You know what? DoorDash probably does get the leftovers. I've now have learned from multiple catering fails in DoorDash, which I never knew, because trial by error. And yeah, it's the only thing I can say. Anyway. Hey, Sarah, what's going on? Besides being able to dash now with Top Dasher, do you think it's better offers being a Top Dasher? No. I think literally the only feature Top Dasher has is Dash Now. I think unfortunately, at least in my area, I only see good orders because I've been maintaining a high acceptance rate. The minute I fall below, I haven't fallen below in 2 months to 70%, but the times that I did fall below 70%, the orders I was getting wasn't even close to what I was getting over 70%. So if you just use Top Dasher just to get better offers, no, it literally, the only function for Top Dasher is Dash Now. If your area is an area that is constantly gray and you think, so this is how, and I think I said this before, but so sorry if I'm repeating myself. I use Top Dasher in conjunction with getting priority orders and I use pause a lot, because with taking these orders, sometimes they take you 8 miles away, 7 miles away, and you don't want to be in that zone, and you don't want to take an order in the places that they're sending you to. So I pause a lot when I go out in DoorDash. Almost every single time after I'm done with an order, I pause. But DoorDash is wise to all of us, and they kick you off the platform after 2 pauses, at least in my area. So I learned with Top Dasher, they can kick me off as many times as they want. I can get right back on. And I think that's where the combination of Top Dasher and the Diamond Priority Program really comes into play. And that's how I utilize it. No, Sarah, definitely give Para a try. Thomas thinks the same thing. Give it a try, because the auto decline for Uber Eats is pretty awesome. So you use your filters. If you have it's like the same. It's not the same, but the filtering, you filter through with Uber Eats what your dollar per mile is, what your minimum is, and you can set all these different parameters. You can block certain restaurants. It's absolutely, the filter is great for Uber Eats. So if you haven't tried it, definitely do it. No, it's not the same without Trip. I think that's like one of the things that like they were really known for. But if you haven't tried out the auto decline, definitely try out the auto decline. Yeah, anytime, Sarah. Let me know if you need anything. You can always message me. So anyway, I feel like I went on a whole huge tangent about Top Dasher. So just want to talk to you about, if you guys haven't seen my GrubHub crazy Karen fiasco for this weekend. Have you guys checked out the video yet? Because I don't want to like go into all the detail if you guys have already checked out the video, but so I didn't even realize it. So this customer, early Saturday morning, my very first order of the morning, GrubHub. I'm like, okay, $8 order. Literally was going a couple blocks. I got this. And I don't know whether you guys do this. I do this for Doordash. I do this for GrubHub. And I always look to see where the address is. And I recognize the address because her notes are always the same. But anyway, recognize the address. Delivered before, no biggie. It was 2 hash browns. That was it. 2 separate orders, but 2 hash browns. Okay. I got this. So I get into McDonald's, and the girl was like probably brand spanking new. The regular McDonald's bags as a customer, you got yeah. She puts the hash browns in 2 separate bags and puts the sticker on the bag. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be rude, but it needs to go into like one of those bags with the handles, and you put like, I'm like using the hand gestures. I'm like, you put like the little stickers on it. And she just looks at me like, what? So she calls over her manager, and her manager, teaching moment, teaches her how to bag the order. So I saw the manager and the girl put the items in the bag. So, okay, fast forward, deliver it. And now I'm only a couple of blocks away from home base. So I go home. Okay, great. So I get busy doing stuff around the house, stuff with my daughter. And I look at my phone like maybe a half hour later. There's like 2 missed calls, 2 voicemails. I'm like, what the heck? And it's all from GrubHub. And the lady like literally curses at me, calls me an a-hole, swearing there was nothing in her bag. And I'm like, what is she even talking about? So it's like my fun Karen story from the Saturday. So I don't know what happened with that customer. She was special. That's the only thing I can say. But the one thing that really bothered me. Yes, I'm sorry. I'm looking at Sarah. Sorry, Sarah. I'm looking at your comment as I'm talking. Yes, if you auto decline, it does decrease your AR because it's declining it for you. So it depends on how far down you want to go. Right now, sorry, I'll go back to GrubHub in a second. Right now, my AR is at 6%. So, yeah. But anyway, that's usually where my AR with Uber Eats kind of hovers around. I think during the summer though, GrubHub, GrubHub, because I was talking about GrubHub. Uber Eats comes alive in my area for the summer. I don't know. I guess people who order from Uber Eats comes to the Jersey Shore and orders. I have nothing for you, but it gets busy. And usually during the summer, I can raise my acceptance rate on Uber and it usually gets up to like 30%, but now it's at 6. And let's see if I can bring this down so you guys can actually see it. Let's say, can you guys see that? 6%. Those are my stats for Uber Eats. But anyway, so going back to GrubHub. Yeah. Sorry. Can't meet up with that crazy cow. Thank you. I think I was more disappointed, I'll be honest with you, with GrubHub support. I'll be honest with you. Um, ah, I guess, for one thing, I'm gonna say DoorDash does a fantastic, at least with me, I've had it happen before, is, um when I've called DoorDash with a similar situation, the last time I did it was with DoorDash, is I actually had the text message of the person cursing me out, and they said that right on the phone, they said that we have a zero tolerance policy when it comes to harassment, profanity, or anything towards the driver. They took care of it, and they said that they were going to deactivate the customer. Obviously, I guess we have to kind of take their word for it. But I felt like they took care of it right away. I didn't feel like that was the case with Grubhub. I explained the story. I explained I had the voicemail. Um, the guy's response was, "Can you call the customer and explain to her that she should call customer service?" What? I'm like, "Sir, no disrespect." I said, "I'm not calling a customer who just called me." I'm not even going to say it because it's not nice. Anyway, I was just dumbfounded that they wanted me to call a customer. I'm like, are you like, would you call, like, I felt like saying to the support person, would you actually call somebody who called you a name? Like, what logic does that actually make? So then he said that the only thing he can do was to have me fill out a form and someone would get back to me within 24 to 48 hours. I still haven't gotten a response yet. I filled it out right away and sent it. I don't know. I'll be honest, I was a little disappointed that that was their response, and I felt like it was very uncaring. So, I don't know, maybe it's just me. Maybe I was a little sensitive after it happened, but can you imagine if it was something worse though? Like, there are a lot worse customers than what I had dealt with. Can you imagine if someone actually called Grubhub with a worse scenario and they said, "Oh yeah, I'll send you a form, just fill it out." Like, that makes no sense to me. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Okay, so Christopher, Shift is starting a new state. It's a reliability stat. Sorry, it's a reliability stat tracking how many times you drop an accepted order. Oh, they've never done that before. That's interesting. Interesting. It's funny you should say that because Instacart. So I don't want to give it away because Zach and I are going to cover something about Instacart semi-similar. And it made me spark tomorrow night on Money Hungry. So I'll plug Money Hungry right now. If you guys aren't doing anything tomorrow night at 9 p.m., join Zach from Zach Drives Fast and myself over on the Rideshare Guy. We do a live every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. So go check us out tomorrow night. It is a lot of fun. We go through whatever is in the news. We're covering 2 topics tomorrow night. And then we have a couple of really funnies to go over as well. So we met today. We have a jam-packed show tomorrow night, as always. I feel like we try to jam pack as much as we possibly can into the time that we have, just to give as much information as we possibly can. But I have so much fun doing the show with Zach. It's always a great time and a really great friend. So definitely please check us out tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Okay, that was my plug for Money Hungry. I'm done. So anyway, GrubHub. I was just really disappointed. I'll be honest. But anyway, that was, that was my week. So Grubhub fiasco, pouring rain, tap dasher, climb, even though I really didn't do a climb because I was already there with my stats. I will say I did work, even though I did have $1,000 week last week just on DoorDash. I had pretty respectable earnings on Uber Eats and Grubhub as well. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Oh, definitely, Sarah. Check us out. It's so much fun. Yeah, so also, Thursday, I feel like my week is so jam-packed because I always have so much fun with all of these guys. Thursdays is Steve Rideshare Rodeo Roundtable. It is Steve, myself, it is John from Dash Theory TV, and also Hannibal is Hungry, and then Gary from Middleton Technologies. It's also a fun time. We hash out all the news articles that are surrounding rideshare and food delivery and last mile delivery. It's always a good time too. Those guys are funny and just like another family to me. So Thursdays are tons of fun, and that is over Rideshare Rodeo. So that's where I'm going to be for the next 2 nights coming up, and then I work Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and rinse and repeat. I'm back here again on Tuesday. Jam-packed week, but I wouldn't have it any other way. But that was my week. So if you guys have any last minute questions, get them in real quick before we, wrap it up. I know someone mentioned, I was half paying attention to Duh. Also, Gary's usually here, but I'll plug him as well. If you don't have Duh, what are you waiting for? Especially if you have an Android. That is also fantastic. It also, if you're not into raising your acceptance rates with DoorDash, it also auto declines for DoorDash. But if you don't want to auto decline, it also auto accepts as well. And then on top of that, this is like my favorite feature that DUH has is you can flag all of your favorite customers. So say for me, I have an LOP program, any customer I flag over $20. So I know whenever I see that they're my favorite customer, I know that I'm automatically going to accept their order because I know what they're going to do. And Middleton Technologies, Gary also has Maximo, which Tony, it's great for other apps as well. So really great apps to check out. And that is garysapps.com if you're interested in DUH or Maximo as well. And then he also just launched Gig Wars, though that is actually new as well. So if you guys don't know about Gig Wars, the app is available on iOS. I believe it's on iOS too, right? I believe so. It's on iOS and Android, and you can war with other gig workers in your area across the country. Any app that you guys, it's a lot of fun. So Josh, you were reading my mind. So yes, and then he has it's top secret, but he's also working on another app that will be launched this year as well. So Gary's been busy. So anyway, go definitely check out that as well. I would love Sarah. Are you still here? Can I message after this? Can I message you? Because Thomas had a really good point. So Sarah, if you get a message from me, I'll be messaging you on Instagram shortly. But anyway, Mary, I heard somewhere if you do earn by time, miles are not tax deductible. Anyone know if it's true? Why would it not be tax deductible? It still falls under 1099, doesn't it? I don't know. I'm the wrong person when it comes to taxes. Yeah. I literally, I gather all my information and send it to my accountant. So I am probably like the worst person to ask when it comes to taxes, if anybody else knows that. So anyway, that is really all I have for this evening. Thank you guys so much for being here with me on Tuesdays. It is always fun as always. So guys, if you're driving, first of all, don't forget to subscribe. There are 15 people here right now. All 15 of you, please don't forget to give this live a thumbs up on your way out. And if you're driving, please stay safe and healthy. Remember, kindness is always free. Love you guys, and I'll see you next Tuesday or in the next video. Bye, everyone. Peace out.